fans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 more. Hold up, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Second and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw again is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Come on and get it.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give. This is Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running left on the handoff is Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check, check, check. 45 to the mic. 45 to the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch the eye.
Return it.
Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
45, 45, 45, come on, 45. I got one.
To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Again, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
We got this.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dalton, 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Looking downfield for Godwin. It got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of 34. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. From midfield here, Dalton. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, he gets loose right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half. They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Jackson will keep it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will runs on for the field goal of 19-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Andy Dalton. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Troutman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Dalton to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Nice play there by Shaq Barrett, and he was always going to be hard-pressed to match his 2019 output, where his 19.5 sacks led the NFL. But still in 2020, he put 8 on the board and remains a key cog in the Buccaneers defense.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Dalton. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. So Dalton now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Jackson now. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game, and we're in the second half, That tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown! It's complete. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Dalton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And Charles, schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got